factor the polynomial completely. We have 16x squared plus 24xy plus 2x plus 3y. So first thing I always look for is make sure we don't have a greatest common factor between all four terms. And looking, we don't. It's close. Those first three terms will divide by 2, but the last term, 3, will not divide by 2. So I can see I don't have a greatest common factor. So next what I'm going to look at is just 2 terms at a time. Anytime I have 4, I want to look at factoring by grouping. So I draw that little sign to kind of get my mind going. I can just look at 2 at a time. So 16x squared plus 24xy, well, I have gotten 8x in common. 8 will divide out of both of those. So I'll have 8x. When I divide 16x squared by 8x, I'm left with 2x. 8x divided by, or out of 24xy is going to be plus 3y. Now on this one, 2x plus 3y, there's nothing in common between those two. So what I can always put is a plus 1. It's kind of a placeholder there. But if we divide out a positive 1, it doesn't change anything inside, because anything divided by 1 is just itself. So 2x plus 3y. Now this is great news when we see this. We've got 2x plus 3y in both sets of parentheses, which tells us we factored correctly by grouping. So now what we're going to do, we have one term here and we have one term here. So we have 2x plus 3y in each term, so we're going to factor out 2x plus 3y. Now the first term right here, we're left with just 8x. Put that in a parenthesis. The second term, we're just left with a positive 1. So 8x plus 1. So this will be our final answer. Now again, if you want to check this, you can multiply this out, which I actually highly recommend doing. FOIL this out and make sure you end up with this polynomial that we were given at the beginning. So